Yo, got a very special video for you guys today. Please avoid the messy bed behind me. But today I'm gonna be taking you for a trip down memory lane. And today we're gonna be ranking classic mobile games, or not classics, at least mobile games that I've played and that I remember playing. And yeah, let's get started. Alright, so let's take a look at the tiers. Everything is pretty self-explanatory, but I'll just go over it. Goated, obviously, the games which are, super goated, you're gonna have fun with it no matter how many times you play it. Fun is something that, you'll have fun with for a while. Fun at the time but got boring quick is a game that, at the time, like I downloaded it, you had fun for like a week or two and then deleted it. Underrated games are games which, not too many people I feel like have played, but these are games which I've played and I really like. Didn't like are games which mostly will consist of games that other people like, but I personally didn't like. Almost objectively bad are games that are just bad outright. Why even are games which, why were they even conceptualized and haven't played. First up, we got Flappy Bird. Flappy Bird is a fun game. It's a game which really tests your abilities as a gamer, right? It's a very, frustrating game, very rage quitty game. I'm pretty good at Flappy Bird. I can, probably, the thing is, with Flappy Bird, it really tests your patience. Like, most of the time in Flappy Bird, I almost intentionally kill myself because I don't really want to keep tapping away at the screen for like an hour or two. I've gotten to I think like 100 or 120 or something like that, but beyond that, I don't have the patience, man. So, gonna put Flappy Bird, and in the fun category, you can still play it on flappybird.io. Cut the Rope is a game that is a perfect example of fun at the time but got boring really quick. It's obviously a bunch of puzzles and stuff like that. And it was fun at the time, but I didn't really, like it beyond that. I don't know what this is. Probably the same game. Doodle Jump is a game which is super fun. I only played it for like a couple of months maybe, but I really had a lot of fun with Doodle Jump. Alright, so this is what Doodle Jump looks like. So you gotta keep going platform to platform. You gotta do it with your phone, like moving it side to side. You got these monsters in the middle. You can't get sucked in the black hole. And it's a really fun game. Had a lot of fun with it back in the day. So that's going to be in the fun tier. Next we got Temple Run 1, which I think is goated. I think it was one of the first of its kind, probably the first of its kind, I feel like, in the Endless Runner category. Next up we got Subway Surfers, which is a game which I think is fun. I honestly give a lot of credit for it to be, relevant still. You still see people downloading and playing Subway Surfers. The characters are really good. There's a lot of, progression, rewards where you get like, different, collectibles for unlocking different stuff and stuff like that. So it keeps you engaged. It also gives you a lot of events. And, in the Endless Runner kind, it's the only one which is still relevant pretty much. So it's fun. Do I prefer it over Temple Run? No, because it's basically like a reskin of the game. But it's a good game. Next, we got Fruit Ninja, which I think is goated. I can never get tired of this game. Anytime somebody gives me Fruit Ninja, I will play it. But there's one thing I don't like about, today's. I really feel bad for today's children. It's completely freaking monetized with so many ads. And even in Fruit Ninja, like back in the day, you could just play it without, having an internet connection. You could just kind of go offline and play it. But then now I think you need to be online to play Fruit Ninja, which is crazy, man, because you get hit with ads every second of the game almost, it feels like. So I really feel bad for today's generation, bro, for having to deal with that. But Fruit Ninja, goated game. Next we got Angry Birds, which is a fun game. Angry Birds, I always had fun whenever I played. They have a lot of different editions and stuff like that, with their collabs. Cool concept, a very original game at the time. So I really like it. Big credit, there have been movies made of it and stuff like that, so really good. Jetpack Joyride is another goated game which I cannot get tired of playing. Alright, so this is what Jetpack Joyride looks like. It's basically another Endless Runner game. It's really fun, really fun. And as you go on, the game gets even faster. But over the years, almost every mobile game has gotten very soft to the point where even in Jetpack Joyride, like back in the day, if you wanted a quick revive, you'd have to do so much to earn that. Nowadays, they're just kind of giving it away. So you can kind of set high scores pretty easily, and it's kind of lost all meaning. Back in the day, though, battling with your cousins, battling with your siblings for the highest score definitely goes into goated tier. Next, we got this I think Where's the Croc or something. Haven't played it. This Chicken Crossing the Road game, I've only played like a couple of times. I'll just put it in didn't like. It's not my favorite game. Candy Crush is another game which I don't like. I know a lot of people like it. I know it's another game which has managed to stay relevant for a long time, but it's basically a reskin of Bejeweled Blitz, which I feel is friggin' goated, because I'm pretty sure Bejeweled Blitz was the first of its kind in matching, the three things and stuff like that. So much better than Candy Crush, bro. Like, if you guys don't know Bejeweled Blitz, please check it out. Play the game. It's wonderful. Next up, this is Geometry Dash. Is that even a mobile game, bro? I haven't played it too much. Clash of Clans is a game which was fun at the time but got boring. Not quick, but it definitely got boring. I was addicted to this game back in the day. I was super addicted. But the reason / the moment when I realized that I was addicted and I needed to stop was, I was in Town Hall 8, and when you get to Champion 1, you get like 2,000 gems, which you can use to get another builder set, and I was grinding. I was in Master 1 at Town Hall 8, but since I'm at Town Hall 8, you're going to get attacked a lot, you're going to lose a lot of trophies because, the people in the same, ranking as you are either like super more powerful than you. So basically, if you've played Clash of Clans, you know that there's a shield and a guard, and once it expires, your a village is free to be attacked. But if you keep the game online, nobody can attack you while you're online. So I used to just, stay online constantly so nobody would attack me. And at that point, I knew nah, I gotta quit at that point, bro. I'm way too addicted. And then again, another example of a game that got softer. You got lesser loading times now, lesser upgrade times. You have more, the game auto upgrades while you're away. And also, the builder-based concept I just didn't like at all. Hill Climb Racing is a goated game. Really cool game. Alright, so this is what Hill Climb Racing looks like. So the strat for this game, if you're just getting into it, is you play the first level, save up enough coins to get the race car. Oh, no. Save up enough coins to unlock the moon level, and then once you're in the moon level, you can just kind of, do unlimited flips and stuff like that, farm points, and then once you get enough, buy the race car, and that's going to be your ticket to everything, bro. Really fun game. I really had a lot of fun with Hill Climb Racing back in the day. Plants vs. Zombies, I don't really know if it's a mobile game, but it's a game that was fun at the time, but got boring pretty quick, it just kind of fell off. 2048 is a fun game. I've not really played 2048 separately. I've just played it as part of the mini games in Talking Tom. It's a really good game. Really cool brain teaser of a game. I've not really played any of these games. This is Minions Run or something like that, which is super fun. I think they took it off the Play Store. Alright, so this is what the game looks like. You basically jump off, and it's another endless runner. Just like a Subway Surfers, just like a Temple Run. They've kind of sped up this video. I guess it's still on the Play Store, and you can still play it. It was fun. Gonna put it in fun. Low key, honestly, it's gonna be at fun at the time, but got boring quick because they were just better endless runner games at that time. Mario Kart World, I believe, which was a game I didn't like. Having played Mario Kart on the Wii and on different Nintendo consoles. Playing Mario Kart World, I just did not like it on mobile. I was super excited for the game, but I really didn't like it. I didn't really like the mechanics of the game. Pokemon Go was a game that was super fun at the time, but got boring quick. Back in the day, I used to actually go and walk outside trying to catch Pokemon. But I used to walk for like a 1.5, 2 kilometers every day, try to catch some Pokemon, but then I realized you could just kind of hack the system, change your VPN, set it in Australia, and catch whatever Pokemon you want. Next, we got Talking Tom 1, I believe, which is goated. It was the first of its kind, and kind of the talking thing, and it was really something that was super innovative at the time. Nobody really thought of doing that, and it was something that kind of blew my mind when I first tried it out, where it can repeat everything you said, you can slap it around, stuff like that. Very fun. I'm guessing this is Talking Tom 2 or something, which is fun. I don't know what this free version is, but I'm gonna say this is Talking Tom 2. I think it's pretty fun. Don't really need to explain too much. My Talking Tom is a game where you take care of Tom, and also there are a lot of mini games that you can play. Some of my favorite mini games were Space Piano, Flappy Tom. We got Spiderman Unlimited, which is, for me, it's a goated game. For me personally, but I'm gonna put it in fun. I know it is my list, but I'm gonna put it in fun. So this is what Spider-Man Unlimited was. It was another endless runner, but it was so good because you had a lot of different things. You could attack enemies and stuff like that, but also you had so many unlockables with different Spider-Man suits, and you could also read like the lore behind each suit and what they meant. And it really got me. This was the game that put me onto the multiverse and parallel dimensions and stuff like that. Like, it was a really, really good game. I don't understand why they took it off the App Store and off the Play Store, because they used to have a lot of events back in the day where you could compete online to set the highest scores, and if you were like in the top 5, top 10, you'd get access, you'd get the like exclusive skin or something like that. I actually placed third once, and I got a cyborg skin or something like that. So it was really fun, really competitive game. So I'm gonna put that in fun. We got Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is a game which is fun at the time but got boring quick. It is a really cheesy game. It's a game where you really have to grind a lot, but if you get lucky and if you get like one of the special dragons through like some trade or something like that, or I think you can, I don't know, but you can get a special dragon pretty quick, and then once you breed the special dragon with the other ones, you can kind of, just get the most OP dragons in the game. It was fun at the time. I don't really remember too much about it, but I do remember that it wasn't really the best. Next we got Snake.io, which is a game which is like, it's a game which is not even fun. I just didn't like it. I'll put it there. What's next? We got Stumble Guys, which is a relatively recent game, which is obviously a Fall Guys ripoff, which is a game which is fun. If you play with friends especially, it's super, 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 super fun. But because of the fact that it's a ripoff of Fall Guys, I'm going to put it in the fun tier. Smash Hit is a game which is very fun. I'm going to show you guys what that is. Alright, so this is what Smash Hit looked like. You basically smash these crystals for 3 balls. It's pretty, easy to understand. If you miss one, you kind of lose the streak. You can, keep going until you have 5 balls eventually. Gets tougher and tougher as it goes. A really challenging game if you're a young kid, but then once I got older, I kind of understood what it was all about, and also my cousins taught me how to cheese the game. I'm gonna put that in fun. Next we got Ninjump, which is honestly I'm gonna put Smash It in underrated because I'm not sure a lot of people have heard of it. Ninjump is a criminally underrated game. I'm gonna show you guys. Alright, so this is what Ninjump is. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a really fun game. You transform into either a squirrel, a ninja, what is it called? The freaking star. Or you can transform into a bird. You just gotta collect 3 in a row of a particular thing. Really fun game. I had a lot of fun with it back in the day. So we're gonna put that in criminally underrated. Next we got Clash Royale. I know it's an incredibly popular game, but I just did not like it. At the time I played it, I didn't really understand too much of the strategy of it. I was pretty young, so I kind of just spam things and hope for the best. It was an alright game. Next we got Temple Run 2, which is a game that was fun at the time but got boring pretty quick. I really had a lot of fun with it, again competing with my siblings, with my cousins for that high score. But after a point I just kind of started running away with it. Next we got a game which is criminally underrated. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's called Beach Cricket. Alright, so this is what Beach Cricket is, man. It was so fun. You could name the players and stuff like that, and you really needed to be accurate if you wanted to hit the 4s and 6s, man. Back in the day when I was a kid, I loved this game. It was a free game as well. Super fun game, bro. I loved it. It wasn't too much storage as well. You see the graphics, it's pretty bad. You see how he took that catch, right? He was running backwards and he somehow turned in front and took it. But these are the little things that kind of make you appreciate the game more, the little nuances of the game, you could say. Last game that I've actually played is NBA Live, which is a game that was fun at the time but got boring pretty quick. You know, NBA Live Season 1, Season 2 was fire, but then as it went on, it just kind of became pretty bland and dull, bruh. But that's it. All these other games, I haven't actually put anything in almost objectively bad. That's actually crazy, bruh. Yeah, I haven't really played any of these other games. Maybe some of these are in the objectively bad category. I don't know. But these are the games which I've played, games which I've liked, and yeah. I hope you guys liked this video. Let me know the games I missed out on. Let me know what games you thought I ranked too high, ranked too low. Games I should maybe give a second chance to. But that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know if you like this video. Let me know if you want more, tier lists and stuff like that, and on what topics you'd like it on. I'll see you guys next time.